Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey,
with fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 31. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
49 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Dalton Schultz from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jackson will throw again. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the running game with Jacobs. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that is incomplete. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Nifty move, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 2nd and 6. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the New England Patriots. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off few of those drives with some points, too.
From the 27, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will tie our game here in the third. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Wiggles free, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete to Foster. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Foster on second down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They go play action here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Jacobs. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Slide for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. New York ready to go again offensively.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And his pass incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quinny Payne. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Foster. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the posts, go up 2 scores.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jackson will throw again. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Again, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Open space inside the 10, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Running is Jacobs. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.